And I'm Patrick John. Welcome to this special virtual auction evening to celebrate Turtle Bay Exploration Park.
You know, we can't be in person with you this year, so we're doing this virtually, and we're kind of reading a script as we go down, but we're really here to support Turtle Bay in these ever-changing times.
That's right. This evening will be a little bit different from our usual Turtle Bay auction, but the array of amazing items is still the same, so please register if you haven't done so, and we want you to bid big.
Absolutely. There are 166 incredible special items, including jewelry from the Gold Mart, getaway vacations, fishing trips, dinners like our little high-end dinner we do every year, beauty treatments, and you know what? There's a lot of art. I mean, it just goes on and on. So you want to be able to bid big, and let's make this a worthy year.
I know you like the jewelry.
I know. You know I do. Turtle Bay is an incredible treasure right here in the heart of Redding.
Now, all the money raised tonight through the auction is vital to help support the educational activities throughout the park, including the exhibitions, natural history, of course, the STEM programming, field trips, lots of those, wildlife education, horticulture, and so much more in Turtle Bay.
And let's not forget the Butterfly House. In fact, it's going to be on the live auction, where you can have an incredible breakfast brought to you in the Butterfly House. Isn't that special?
And I'm thinking of that wildlife safari too.
I know. Ooh, I love it. Okay, enjoy your evening, and thank you for being here and supporting Turtle Bay.
And we really do look forward to actually seeing you in person next year and being together with you. But bid early, bid often, bid big.
Thank you.
Hey Turtles, we have missed you. I hope you're all healthy and doing well. We're glad to have you here. My name is Rhonda Yeagle. I am the auction chair for Turtle Bay's annual auction. Things look a little bit different this year, but we're super excited to try this out, and we're happy that you're here with us. As you know, a ton of work goes into all of these events, no matter what our theme or what we're doing, and this year's no different. A lot of people have worked behind the scenes to bring tonight to you and to make sure that it's a spectacular evening for everyone. And I would like to send a huge thank you to everyone involved in doing that. And that starts with our volunteer committees and all the volunteers that work tirelessly and have been involved in doing this for years. It includes our new marketing manager, Mr. Mong, who's working hard to make sure I don't mess this up and I look good somehow while doing it. And also a huge thank you to the Turtle Bay staff who work tirelessly time after time with all the volunteers and everyone to make sure every event is hugely successful and enjoyed by all. And to you, a huge thank you to every one of you, because without you, we could not do this. So thank you. We have some amazing auction items this year in the silent auction as usual and in our live auction. I do hope you get a chance to get registered and make sure you are bidding and being part of the fun. It should be super fun. And we also have 5 Fund to Need opportunities this year. So we would love it if you check those out and see if there's a place for you to donate. Our Fund to Needs are always amazing and huge for the community. So do get a chance to take a look at those. We really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy your time wherever you are joining us from. Some of you may be at home, some of you may be at a friend's, but we are so happy that you're here. Please know that I'm right there with you, cheering you on, and I will also be bidding against you because you know I'm competitive, and I hope you win lots of items. Winning is my favorite part of auction every year, and I plan on winning at least a couple, so the challenge is on. Have a great night, and we thank you for everything. Every single year, you never let us down. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mike Warren. I am the CEO of Turtle Bay Exploration Park. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, the Board of Regents, and our employees, welcome to our first virtual auction. Our community, like others in the United States, has endured a tough year in 2020 and even going into 2021. It has hurt us both economically and emotionally. It's been especially hard on nonprofits, not just Turtle Bay, but all nonprofits. Even though we've not been able to have our usual fundraisers during 2020, we know we're going to be okay because we have your support. You stood by us when we had to go through a crazy election for a privately funded hotel and restaurant. You stepped up when we needed to get sponsorships for world-class exhibitions to come to Reading, such as Titanic and Bodies Revealed. And your participation tonight shows that you're even supportive during a pandemic. We thank you for that. We're grateful to you for being here with us as we gather virtually to celebrate the unique contributions that Turtle Bay makes to our community. With your continued support, Turtle Bay has become a cultural gathering place for the North State. Our community is strengthened through education, cultural engagement, and economic growth. It's hard to even imagine Reading without Turtle Bay. Turtle Bay definitely makes our community stronger. Your financial support is what has made the difference in Turtle Bay being what it is today. We hope that you enjoy our first and maybe last virtual auction. We tried to highlight the positive energy that the park generates. As our mission statement says, we want to inspire wonder, exploration, and appreciation of our world. On that note, we hope to inspire you tonight to continue to invest in Turtle Bay and all of the programs, exhibitions, animals, people, plants that make Turtle Bay a one-of-a-kind institution. So tonight, definitely have fun, bid high, bid often, and enjoy your dinner. Thanks a lot for being with us tonight.
Turtle Bay is for everyone. We're for kids, we're for seniors, we're for everyone that ever felt that they didn't have a place to belong.
We offer so many different kinds of programs and exhibitions for people of every interest. And my favorite thing is, sometimes you're going to come in and discover you like something that you didn't know you were interested in.
Every time you come here, you learn something. And that's one reason I continue at Turtle Bay, and I know a lot of other docents do too.
We're a place where people can take their families and enjoy our area and also learn in the process and learn that learning is fun.
This is the whole thing. Whatever you want to do, it's here for everybody.
It truly is a community gathering place, and I think people have come to see it that way too.
Turtle Bay provides an opportunity for people to celebrate the natural resources and the industries and the people that make living and playing in far Northern California really incredible.
Our guests really love the immersive experience of coming into the park. There's hands-on activities, there's great conversations to be had with our animal care staff, our educators, our curators, these beautiful exhibitions. It's just a great, well-rounded experience for our guests that come to the park.
There's something here every single time you come for every single age group, every single type of person. It's a great way to bond with your children because you can examine wildlife, you can examine artifacts, you can play on the playground together. So many things that you can do that help your family come together.
People's favorite part of our animal programming is being able to make that connection with animals. Being able to learn their names, watch them grow up, really experiencing them in a completely different way than they would experience when they see them in their own backyard or out on a hike.
Turtle Bay provides a really unique experience and memory for kids. We see teen volunteers that come here who used to come to Turtle Bay all the time when they were younger, so it has a really long-lasting impression on kids.
Favorite part of my job is getting to be like one little piece in families' lives that come into Turtle Bay to make memories. Getting to be involved in that in some way is really special to me.
The children's programs, watching their faces light up really make me happy.
My favorite part of Turtle Bay is the people. We work with the most extraordinary group of people, and it's really all that anyone could ever hope to experience in their career.
There's so many facets of my job that I love. I love helping gardeners solve problems. Best job ever.
The best part of my year is summer because of summer camp. I love being able to be with the kids all day long and having a really fun experience with them.
Spending time with the animals, connecting with them, watching the children's faces light up, and of course our volunteer program, working with teens and helping them. These things are all of my favorite parts of my day.
Turtle Bay is that one place where we can bring in these world-class exhibitions for our audience.
We're a place to gather and to celebrate and to experience new things.
I chaired this auction for many years. It's our one big fundraiser of the year, and it's always been the best party in town. So it's difficult for us to do it virtually, but I'm really hoping that all those people that have supported us at the auction for all these years will step up this time and do the same.
This museum was built to engage Northern Californians and visitors, and it is not supported by government funds. It is supported by grants and by private donations.
I think it's important to give to Turtle Bay specifically because it's an area in our community that is so unique, and you have a choice where you give your money. I think this is something that you can have a lot of pride in, and knowing that you're helping your local community. And there's so many people that come to the museum for education that otherwise wouldn't have those opportunities. It's really something that if you value education and science in the local area, that this is the place to donate money to.
If we want to keep this incredible asset in our community, we need to help it by contributing. There are lots of ways to give besides money, but money is very important.
If you don't continue to develop and support it, it disappears.
The economic impact is just as important as the actual educational impact. It's a cultural institution that I think is the most important one we have in the North State. It not only provides the adventures, the attraction for people, visitors to come, but it also provides economic stimulus to all of the businesses in the area.
It's drawn people to the area, it's given people something to do, it's increased the educational opportunities for people, it has increased the enjoyment opportunities.
I've never seen anybody not have a good time at Turtle Bay, and I think that speaks to the wide variety of activities that we do have here.
So it's the staff, it's the programs, it's the animals, it's the environment. The whole package is perfect.
I have bad. Hello and welcome to the Turtle Bay Live Auction Watch Party. I'm Joanne Cressetti and I'm the Development Officer here at Turtle Bay, and I'm live overlooking the beautiful Turtle Bay Museum. If this is your first time learning more about Turtle Bay, we are so glad that you're here with us tonight. And to our longtime supporters, you make Turtle Bay possible. Thank you so much. I also want to give a big thanks to all of our patron tables. I know you're all at home tonight, and just wanted to say how grateful we are that all of you patron table sponsors came back this year in this virtual format. We didn't know what to expect, and true to form, we should have expected you to be just as generous as you are in all years. So thank you very much for being there, and here we go. Let's get this party started. The bidding is open for all items, and just letting you know, we have more than 700 registered bidders. So registration allows you to stake your claim on all those items, the fabulous getaways, unique experiences, artwork, dinners, all those things. And it also allows you tonight to, if you choose, to make a gift donation to one of our 5 Fund a Need programs that we're going to be highlighting throughout this broadcast. So if you're not registered yet, it's super simple. You just go to turtlebay.maxgiving.bid and it'll take you a few minutes, maybe even less. So also tonight, we don't want anyone to suffer in silence. So if you have a question or an issue, we have a hotline set up, and we have people here who that's their whole job tonight is to answer your calls. So the hotline number should be on your screen, and it will be on your screen all night. So just pick up the phone and call them, and they will walk you through any possible problem. Hopefully you won't have any, but any that you might have.
And we also have a chat available tonight. So we've got chat on both Facebook and YouTube. And you know, we want to be a little bit interactive, and we can't see you. So if you want to chat out something to us, to say hello and what a great time you're having, or to challenge someone in a bidding war, we would love to see that. And so that's available all night too. And if you have like a short, maybe you have something simple that you need to ask as far as something that's going on, we can enter you back in the chat for that too. So I wanted to share something very special that's going on tonight. A group of our donors have come together to create a pool of matching funds that will work to amplify your Fund a Need giving tonight. So that means that any amount that you give to any of our Fund a Needs, that will be matched or doubled until we reach our limit of $12,000. So we have a $12,000 pool that, and up until that point, we will match any money that you donate. So I'm hoping that now that you know that, you will consider not only bidding for items, but also possibly making a Fund a Need donation. This auction event, as you probably know, plays a huge role in helping us to raise the money that we need to keep the park operating, everything from turning the lights on to feeding our animals. Oh, and speaking of the animals, I did, right before this broadcast, our animal care department came to me and told me that they thought it would be fun if they could bring a few animal ambassadors to help be special guest hosts with me tonight. So I said yes, and so you might want to stay tuned for that, because I think things are going to get a little hairy in here pretty soon. And you'll also want to stay tuned, because throughout the broadcast, I'll be announcing winners from our registration contest. And we have 5 awesome prizes to give away. And if you are a registered bidder, your name is in the pot. So let's pick one right now. So our first giveaway is a night at the Reading Sheraton, and also dinner for 2 at Mosaic. So the winner of that is Ann Peterson. So Ann, congratulations. You have won a night at the Reading Sheraton and dinner for 2 at Mosaic. We have your registration, so we have all your information, and we will contact you about how you can get that prize. All right, so I'm already seeing some bidding wars for auction items, and I just wanted to let you know my favorite auction item tonight is brand new this year. It is called the Year of Ultimate Health, and it's item number 1011. It is puts together all 3 things that I love. So it's a year of yoga at Balance Yoga. It's a year of massage, that's at the top of my list, from Aruka Wellness. So there's 12 massages, 1 a month, and a year of juice that I don't have to make from Roots Juice Bar. So if you're interested in that item, again, it's item number 1011. And when you, just a little pro tip for you tonight, if you search by the number, it'll bring you straight to the item. So you don't have to scroll through all of them every time. If I'm talking about something that you're interested in, you can just enter that in the search bar and it'll bring it up. Okay, so here we go. Remember about those Fund a Need matching funds while you enjoy the wonder and excitement of the Butterfly House at Turtle Bay. It's our first Fund a Need of the evening.
The Butterfly House is a seasonal exhibit that we have every year here at Turtle Bay, where you get to see the life cycle of the butterfly. So we have chrysalis that you can watch them actually emerge and come out. And then throughout the Butterfly House are anywhere up to 32 species of butterflies. And when you walk into the Butterfly House, you are immersed in butterflies. There's always at least about 800 or more butterflies in there at one time. You get to walk around, peaceful music. It is the Zen spot of Turtle Bay. It's been around since the beginning of the existence of Turtle Bay. We get calls from people all year just asking when it's going to open. It's for school kids, it's for adults. Photographers come and spend hours in here getting great macro photography of the butterflies. Students come in and draw pictures of them and learn how to do art with the butterflies. One of the opportunities at the Butterfly House is to release a butterfly that's emerging. Every day we have butterflies that are emerging from their chrysalis, and if there are some that are opening up and ready to go, you can actually purchase the releasing of a butterfly. And a child can come in and pick up that butterfly and release it. But the best part is, they get to name them first. So we have a running list of all the names that the kids name the butterflies.
The greatest example of joy is a small child standing in that butterfly house with a brand newborn butterfly waiting for it to fly.
This year we're introducing a brand new activity for our guests. For a small fee, you can purchase a Q-tip that's been soaked in sugar water, hold it up, and the butterflies will flock to you and eat from your hands. The Butterfly House is the only butterfly house in the North State. People come from hundreds of miles all around just to come to Reading to experience these butterflies. Helping to sponsor the Butterfly House here at Turtle Bay allows us to have this exhibit that educates all of our community and communities beyond about these amazing creatures that are extremely important to our well-being. We have examples of these amazing pollinators, and their populations are actually having a lot of trouble in some areas. This gets to help people appreciate the entire cycle of this amazing creature. Hi everybody, I'm Sharon Clay, the curator of animal programs here at Turtle Bay Exploration Park. And today I am going to invite you to do a behind the scenes tour with me. Our behind the scenes tour is with Timber, our beaver. And he lives in the aquarium. This is the top of the aquarium area, an area that most people don't get to go to unless, again, you purchase a behind the scenes tour. So we're gonna head up there and we're gonna go right through what you would get to do if you come and do one of these. So while we're hanging out with Timber on our laps, giving him his favorite treats, we talk a little bit about him and you get to see some of the really special features about beavers. Beavers are completely designed for life in the water. So let's look at some of those features today. First of all, he just came out of the water and yet you can see he's got wet fur on the outside, but if we lift it up, he is completely dry underneath. Now, this waterproofing is an oil gland that he has, and he gets that oil and he puts it all over his fur to keep him nice and dry. So he can spend hours in the water without ever getting wet down to the core of his body. Other things that are good for a beaver for life in the water are his ears. So his ears are waterproof. They're completely closed off. They're sealed so that you actually, if you were a beaver, wouldn't get any water in there. His nostrils are closed off as well. When he gets to go in the water, he closes those up, just like you plug in your nose when you jump in the water. He's got that built in. And his eyes. Well, he has got a special piece of flap that goes over his eyes, a membrane over his eyes, and it's like wearing goggles underwater. So he has all of these things built in on his own. A beaver's tail is very well known. It's the characteristic that everybody recognizes that is a beaver because of that incredible tail of theirs. The tail is used for two purposes. One, it's like a rudder, built-in rudder right there. We all know that the texture of a beaver's tail is very unique. This texture actually feels a lot like a basketball, and the texture allows them to slap the water. It makes a lot of noise. That's what the texturing does. Now, slapping the water helps a beaver because it scares away predators. It's also so loud that it tells other beavers that there's danger nearby. You may notice that Timber is holding his biscuit really well in his feet. Well, that's because they need to have dexterous front feet to be able to hold and manipulate pieces of wood. They are quite the architects when they're making their lodge and when they're building a dam. Those front feet allow for that. When they use their chisel-like teeth to cut down a tree, they then drag it. They're extremely strong. Pull it into the water and have to swim with it. Sometimes they have to go underwater as they're pulling it. So a beaver is able to take their lips, push them in behind their teeth, and that actually keeps the water out from getting down their throat. Beavers are extremely important to the environment. By building dams, they create habitat for other animals. So even though we don't always like where the water's going, it's very important for the environment to have these natural architects.
We're back, and as promised, my co-host, Therian. If you haven't met Therian, our beloved opossum, you're missing out. Animal Care and Sharon Clay right here with me raised Therian from a tiny baby. He was found orphaned and Therian survived. And he's pretty tough. And you can see he means business. So let's get to it and announce our next prize winner of our registration contest. We let Therian do the picking. I'm gonna hand it over, thanks, bud. All right, so you just watched that video about the behind the scenes with the beaver, so we're gonna give one of those away. So the winner of a behind the scenes encounter with Timber the Beaver is David Skinner. Congratulations, David. And we know where you live. We have your registration information, so we will be in touch on how to get your behind the scenes encounter. So I can see on my monitor that there is a lot of generosity happening. Our Fund a Need is really taking off. Thank you so much. Jen Snyder, Colleen Marsh, Lori Krofcheck, Jeannie Gaskin, Melissa Diero, Mike Warren. Thank you all so much. All of your gifts have been doubled. We are so lucky to have these matching dollars, and your giving is being amplified and generosity is flowing, and that's what tonight is all about, so thank you. I hope everyone's having fun bidding and battling it out with the incredible auction items. Looks to me like the hottest items right now. Therian, you looking at the hottest items? Because I'm looking at the exclusive access pass to the Reading Garden of Lights. That's item number 1008. That one's going pretty good. The 7-day family vacation to Angels Camp is 1017. The Lake Almanor retreat, I get outbid for that every year. I was outbid already. It is item number 1001. And the diamond bracelet from Goldmark Jewelers, that is item 1021. And the 4th of July Sheridan stay with a balcony view of the fireworks. So we had to reserve this, well, 2 years ago now, but at least a year in advance so that we could have a balcony that faces the fireworks. And that item is number 1015. So I hope you all keep bidding and you can check out those items if you haven't already. So many of us look forward to the traveling exhibitions that Turtle Bay brings to our community from across the country. From Titanic to the world's largest dinosaurs, to bodies revealed, to mythic creatures, it takes a lot of funding to bring these world-class exhibitions to town. So this next Fund a Need that you're gonna see highlights the exhibition blockbuster that's gonna be opening here in just a few weeks. Now, through sponsorship revenue not related to this auction, we've been able to raise about $100,000 to pay for that exhibition. But tonight, we'd love to have your financial support to help us raise the final $30,000 that we would need to fully fund this exhibition. So let's see what all the fuss is about. Take a look at Washed Ashore, Art to Save the Sea.
Washed Ashore is an amazing exhibition, or a series of exhibitions, that's been created by the Washed Ashore organization in Oregon. And their goal over the last decade has been to use plastic trash that they've obtained off the beaches near their home base in Oregon to create sea creatures that are affected by plastic pollution in the oceans, to teach people about the perils of plastic pollution. It's everything from fish to coral to other animals that are dependent on the sea, like penguins and birds. And a lot of these animals are actually endangered species. They're taken to different venues, everywhere from zoos to aquaria to museums, and hey, Turtle Bay is all of those things.
It's from the coastal Oregon area where they've collected a bunch of plastic trash that's washed up on the shore and have created art masterpieces with it. So it's a phenomenal way for people to come here and experience something regional that's happening that they might not see all the time because they're not there collecting the trash like on a daily basis.
This is junk that clutters up our world. Maybe we just need to think a little bit more about it. It's something that should be looked at. And is there an alternative?
Because we don't want it to end up in the sea. It is in every single organism now in the ocean, which means it gets into every single organism that we eat as well. With the exception of exhibitions that we've had in the past, this is the exhibition that people have asked me why we haven't had it here yet. People call, people email, hey, you've got to get Washed Ashore. And we decided it was time, and we went out and we got Washed Ashore, and we're super excited. People may not know this, but when we bring an exhibition in from the outside, we actually call past venues to find out if it's something that's appropriate for Turtle Bay and our audience. And every single place that we talk to raved about the quality of the exhibition. It's beautiful, it's engaging, it's really exciting. And they also talked about the impact and how people talk about the plastic waste from then on. Plus it gives them a platform to talk about their own environment in their own area, even if they're not on a beach. We're on the river. If you throw plastic in the gutter and it ends up in the river, it might end up in the ocean, or it might just pollute our river and our riverine environment. So we have our new touch screen here to talk about not just how electricity gets to your house and how you get your water, but what happens to all the stuff that gets thrown on the ground. So we're hoping to partner these two exhibitions up to really educate people about plastic pollution right here in Reading. I want to personally thank all of you for attending auction this year. It's our first virtual auction. It's a real experiment for everybody, but you're here to support the community. And the funding of Wash to Shore is so vital to us right now. We hope that you choose to support this exhibition.
So today we are going to be taking a look at how much available fresh water there is to all of the humans on planet Earth. In our model, we started off with 1,000 milliliters of water, and this represents all of the water found on Earth. Oceans, lakes, streams, rivers, water underground, water that's frozen. This 30 milliliters of water represents all of the fresh water. What we have left are 970 milliliters or so. We're gonna add a little salt because this represents all of the salt water on Earth. We're gonna pour out just about 6 milliliters, which is what I have here. We're gonna take the balance, the 24 milliliters, and we're gonna stick it in some ice because that is the amount of fresh water that is frozen. This 6 milliliters of water, this is fresh water, but this water is unavailable. We are not able to use it. It could be underground, it could be polluted. What we have left is this. Listen carefully. That single drop of water is how much available, fresh, potable water we have on Earth. There are different methods that we can take to conserve water here on Earth, whether that's turning off leaky faucets or making sure we don't water our gardens every single day so that our one drop in a bucket is enough for everyone to use.
Hi everyone, my name is Liz. I'm an educator here at Turtle Bay Exploration Park, and today we're going to be exploring the water cycle using our amazing watershed here in Northern California. Ever wonder what happens to rain when it hits the ground? Much of the rainfall gets absorbed by the ground and by plants, or it evaporates back into the sky. This is known as the water cycle. The rest drains into lakes and rivers using smaller creeks. All of these bodies of water, plus the land that surrounds them, are the watershed. Watersheds are all around us, and you are probably sitting or standing on one right now. Watersheds can be large and drain thousands of miles, like the Sacramento Valley, or very small, like a pond in your backyard. Watersheds can become polluted or damaged from improper human use. Anything you dump down the drain can end up in a creek, stream, or river. You can help protect the watershed right now by fixing leaky faucets, adding native plants to prevent erosion, following directions on fertilizer and pesticides, and also making sure trash and animal waste are picked up and thrown away. All life depends on clean, healthy watershed. Here at Stimple Creek, you can actually have a hands-on experience playing with some water that represents our local watershed. As it travels down through the mountain, it collects into a pool, and you can actually create your own dam here, similar to our Shasta Dam. Stimple Creek shows us the movement of water from Mount Shasta to Shasta Lake and the Shasta Dam via the Sacramento River. Guests can get their hands wet as they watch the water carry materials from upriver towards the water wheel. Pieces can also be used to create the dam and slow the water movement. This interactive model gives us an appreciation of our natural world. Hopefully you learned a little bit about the water cycle and how water actually moves through your backyard.
Well, if there's an animal who can testify to the importance of water, my current co-host would be it. What do you say, Mojave? He takes a while to warm up, but trust me, once he comes out of his shell, he gets super chatty. So this is Mojave. He is Turtle Bay's California desert tortoise. And right before the break, he was sharing how grateful he is for all of you being here tonight and for being so generous. It's really heartwarming to see so many of you donating to our fund to needs. Turtle Bay has such caring donors. We don't take you for granted. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight. I think we all realize that our community just wouldn't be the same without Turtle Bay and all the enrichment that it brings in so many ways. So thank you again. So please continue to give so we can earn that full $12,000 match from our pool of funds that have been offered up for tonight only. Kelly Puffer, your $250 donation has become $500 to help fund camps. Karen Taylor, your $1,000 donation has become $2,000 for Wash to Shore. The Fox family, thank you. Your $250 donation to help fund Discovery Camps has now turned into $500 for Turtle Bay. Dee Donkey, thank you Dee. Your $1,000 donation has become $2,000 to help fund the Butterfly House. Sandy and Bob Morrison, you chose 2 different fund needs and your generous donations have been doubled. The Early family, Jill Latender, Even Archpugh, Adrian John, and Lynette Soderwall. Thank you all. You've all contributed to our funded needs, and we are so lucky to have these matching funds, and I'm sure we're gonna get to the full $12,000. I sure hope we do. So, Mojave, who do you think's gonna be the winner of our next registration prize? Thank you. All right, well, this prize it's a free rental for a birthday party at Turtle Bay. And those are super fun, and we are giving it to, Mojave, do you wanna read it? You want me to do it? Okay. Bruce Ross. Congratulations, Bruce. We will be in contact with you for how you can book that birthday party with us. So there's still 2 more awesome prizes to go, so hang in there and stay tuned. So I'd like to highlight a few more auction items. We're seeing some real action tonight. So if these look good to you, I think you better get in on the bidding right now. The Breakfast with the Butterflies, you can't get that anywhere else but Turtle Bay, and that's item number 1005. The Mosaic Course Dinner on the Boardwalk, that is item 1012. Pretty fabulous. A beautiful Reading summer night, live music. Chef James is going to come out and visit you with each course. It's going to be paired with wines. That'll really be fabulous. Again, that's 1012. The catered sleepover, or you could use it call it a camp out for 30 people in the Paul Bunyan Forest Camp. That is item 1003. And the animal trainer for a day. Sharon usually talks, and I know she could go on and on, but I'm just here to tell you, that is one of a kind, up close and personal with the animals. Everyone who has ever done that raves about it. We only offer it at our auction. It's not something that people can do every day. So that is item 1013. So I hope you're having a great time. We're having a great time, aren't we, Mojave? All right, well now, if you think that Mojave and I have great chemistry, you are going to be amazed at this next science experiment that we're going to show you. And then we will check it out along with our next Fund a Need, which is all about the Turtle Bay Discovery Camps.
Today at Turtle Bay Exploration Park, we are bringing you into our lab to do one of my favorite experiments called elephant toothpaste. We are going to be doing a chemical reaction. How will we know a chemical reaction happens? Well, our reactants will transform and form new products. So let's check out our chemical reaction today. Okay, so for our science experiment today, it'll just require a few items that you might already have laying around your house, like hydrogen peroxide, dish soap, food coloring, yeast, and then you'll need some containers. So empty soda bottles or water bottles will work just fine, or tall, skinny water glasses would be okay too. So the first thing you wanna do is empty out your yeast packet into a small bowl like this one with some warm water. And then you wanna make sure that you stir it up really, really well, okay? Then you're gonna take your hydrogen peroxide and put just a little bit in each of your containers. You could just do one container, but we're gonna do 3 because we're gonna make it a little colorful today. And then you're gonna give a squirt of dish soap. And then just a couple drops of food coloring. Okay, now before we mix the last reactant we have, the yeast, we're just gonna give all of our cylinders here a nice swish around to make sure they're all mixed up. Okay, so Our last ingredient or reactant is our yeast and water mixture, and we're gonna add it in to our graduated cylinders to see what type of chemical reaction will occur. And as you can see, when we mixed all of our ingredients together, they formed a chemical reaction, so there was changes in the reactants, and they created a new product, which in this case, we have foam and a little bit of heat even, and oxygen. And that's it for our science project today with Turtle Bay Exploration Park.
Discovery camps are a wonderful place for students in our community to come explore new things, be creative and innovative, work together, and have fun. Each week is different from the next as we explore new topics and we dive deeper with activities and games.
We envision Discovery Camps as a place where kids can come out of their comfort zone, try new things, learn new things, and work with one another. We try to provide a place for them to learn, but also for them to really be themselves and have fun.
Because camps happen right here at Turtle Bay, we get to explore all that Turtle Bay has to offer. Between the gardens and trails, the museum and exhibits, as well as the playground, animals, and so much more.
So definitely when the kids come in, they tend to be a little more reserved, a little more cautious, but when they leave, they have this sense of power of, I know I can do this, and it's just a great feeling to be a part of that.
When I was finally old enough to do the Discovery camps, I was super excited because I heard they were a lot of fun. And the first camp that I did was building camp, and we learned about how to build all sorts of stuff. Like every morning there was a new challenge to build, and then throughout the years I did more and more of the camps, and they were all lots of fun. I learned a lot.
Recently, a parent shared with us that after attending our camp for years, this one camper had definitely improved their academic and social skills as well as their confidence. And this just really speaks to how our camp activities can really help kids build those social skills, working collaboratively, using teamwork. We do a lot of projects where there is no right answer. We're just here to discover and have fun. This story is particularly touching because the student had been navigating their learning difference for years, and a lot of parents have a hard time placing kids with learning differences in camps like this where it is very social. So we are really proud that anyone can come to camp, have fun, learn new things, and we really hope that they can build on those skills into the future.
We get a lot of repeat campers, which is a great sign for a successful program. We get kids that come back because they love it. They love the staff that we have, they love the activities that we do, and they just love being at Turtle Bay.
Your generous donations not only allow us to provide these camps to our community, but can also help us provide scholarships. So children in our area that wouldn't be able to attend without them can come and enjoy Discovery camps. We also get to hire seasonal staff with backgrounds in education to really make sure that this is an educational experience that is high quality, and we have children returning year after year to learn new and exciting things.
Well, I'm glad you're still here because now I am joined by one of our most loved animals at Turtle Bay, Sweet Pea, the sweetest skunk you will ever meet. She makes people smile all the time, and today is no different. She's already drawn the next winner for our registration contest. So let's have it. Let's have it, girl.
It's hiding it, apparently.
All right, so the winner of Dinner for Two at Mosaic is Kimberly Kekta. Kimberly, congratulations. We will be in touch about how to get your Mosaic gift certificate. Congratulations. So we've already highlighted 3 of our funded needs tonight. We've got the Butterfly House, the Wash to Shore exhibition, and Turtle Bay Discovery Camps. We are so appreciative of the incredible gifts that you're making online to support these programs. Remember that tonight only, we have the ability to double whatever you are giving to them because of the matching funds that have been pledged. So thank you so much to Cheryl Bambauer. You have gone above and beyond 3 separate funded needs you're donating to. Thank you so much. You you have, you love to donate to those programs that give kids joy. And so you picked the butterflies and discovery camps, and that is really wonderful, thank you. So Cindy Stevens, the Stupak family, Randall and Judy Smith, thank you. The Nicodem girls, Susan and Kendall Siemens, and Missy MacArthur, thank you all for going on and making a donation to the programs that we're highlighting tonight at Turtle Bay. I just can't believe, it's just wonderful, thank you. So looks like we've got some action going on, Sharon, Sweet Pea, in our auction items. If you haven't looked at the full descriptions yet, you might want to look up some of these because they're pretty great. So there's the Angler's Getaway at a private Balibaka club, and that's number 1010. And that is, I believe it's the McLeod River, if I remember correctly. And you can't get in there, you have to be a member. So it's beautiful, it's remote. Your host, Eric Woodstrom, is a great host, so he is going to make dinner for you. It's an overnight stay, and you also get guided by a professional guide 2 days. So you might want to check that out again, 1010. Then there's the party for 50 people at Reading School of the Arts. They have a fabulous venue at Reading School of the Arts, and we're pairing that with your own Dutch Brothers van that's going to show up to your party and give drinks to all your guests. So I think this would be an incredible graduation party or something like that. So if you're interested in that, check it out, item number 1009. And we have a bidding war going on for the Elegant Catered Evening at the McConnell Foundation. That's another exclusive one, so that just doesn't, you can't just call them and do that. You have to, well, one of the ways you can get one is through the Turtle Bay auction. So that's item number 1006. So good luck in that bidding war, it's fun for us to watch. Then we also have the beautiful yellow and white gold diamond ring from Goldmart Jewelers. That's item number 1020. And the Gourmet Paella Dinner hosted by Linda and Carl Bott and Pam and Rick Hill. And that is item number 1018. And that is a fabulous evening with fabulous people to hang out with, and they are just great hosts. So I would encourage you to look at that one as well. So thank you, all the bidders. You're making this really fun for all of us. We've got staff here in the background, we've got staff down in the museum, and they are really having a great time watching all the bidding happen, so thank you. So we're gonna keep this party going and share with you a very special program at Turtle Bay. It aims to give young people in our community the work habits, skills, and experiences to prepare them for a life that uses all of their potential and achieve great things. So here is Fund a Need number 4, the Teen Volunteer Program at Turtle Bay.
For Turtle Bay, volunteers are an integral part of our institution because we really couldn't do everything that we do without them.
The volunteer program works in a way that gets teenagers involved. It's helping them grow, it's helping them discover who they are, it's helping them how to work in an organization, how to partner with others, how to support people.
Without our volunteer program here, we would not be able to give nearly as many programs and opportunities and resources to the community at large. So our teen volunteers coming in willing to sacrifice their time, their energy, and their free time to come in and be able to give back to the community is a really big part of why Turtle Bay has been able to be what it is to Reading as a whole.
We have so many different activities and demonstrations. With our abundance of volunteers, we're able to actually bring those out for our guests to enjoy while they're here at the park.
And so they learn how to speak to the guests, how to give them information about the animals and engage them and really have them thinking about, you know, why are the animals here, or learning things about the animals or other things around Turtle Bay.
I was so terrified to talk, and having that, it kind of helped me grow a little bit, and I'm so much more comfortable to talk in front of big audiences, and even just between people.
It's made me a much better public speaker and able to go in front of people and talk and tell them about something and help them with what they need.
So they're doing things behind the scenes, they're working with other people within the park, but they're also meeting the public. And they're meeting the public from children, really small children, to adults.
In the long run, a lot of our teens, can look back and realize they've really developed a lot of work skills, and so they feel better prepared for either for college or for a job or a career.
Just working here has taught me a lot of things for the careers that I'm going into now. I'm currently pursuing a career in law enforcement, and my goal is to hopefully work with canines. Working here has just really helped me get that confidence. It has helped immensely, even just starting to get to work with police canines now. The handlers have even told me that I've had a bit of a impact around the dogs, where the dogs respect me a bit more than the general person. They'll go up and be like, hi. With me, they have a little bit more of that, and so I just have to accredit that completely to working here and everything they taught me.
A big thing about being a volunteer here at Turtle Bay is the fact that you work with other people, and by that you grow it's kind of close, like a family. And I feel like that's really helped a lot, especially in teamwork skills. I actually, in fact, wrote a college essay about it because Turtle Bay definitely taught me how to be responsible in a team setting and how to push for achievements.
I've always loved animals, and when I learned that I could work with animals that I never thought in the world I would get to work with or get to know, I just thought that was the best idea ever. Even if it's cleaning up after them, it's just you're learning about them. You get all the experience in life, and then you get to learn to work as a team with everyone. I get to learn from the best trainers in the world. Like, they're geniuses about animals. And when I learned that I get to work with those people, it was just the best thing. I was like, what can I do with all this experience? And then it's really helped me have ideas on what I want to do in life.
I want to be a teacher in the future, so I feel like helping educate little kids now on simpler things will help me prepare to go on in life as that.
It's really a great place for the teens to be and volunteer because we have a chance for them to meet other teens from different places, and they also have a chance to work with a lot of our adult volunteers. And a lot of our adult volunteers have really interesting backgrounds. Some of them have been teachers, or some have visited a lot of different foreign countries. So it's really a lot of fun, and they get to learn a lot of new things about gardening.
Even if you feel like you're confident in something, you'll be surprised that you learned something. To me, this is a good place to do it.
We really teach them a lot of work ethic and have a lot of pride in the work that they do so that it gets done well, and they have a lot of respect for not only other people but for themselves as well.
It's a friendly environment, it's a giving environment, it's an environment that you're going to find support at. It will help a teenager prepare themselves for the rest of their lives.
Hi everyone, I'm Sharon Clay, and I'm the curator of animal programs here at Turtle Bay Exploration Park. And with me today is Daintree. Daintree is a jungle carpet python, and she gets her name Daintree because of where you can find these animals. They are actually native to Australia, and in particular, they live in the jungles of Australia, like the Daintree rainforest. These snakes are constrictors. So as you can see, she is curled around my arm and my hand. That is because of the way they live and the way that they catch their food. So this type of python is very unique. Living in the rainforest, they use this constriction to hold themselves onto a branch. A jungle carpet python can actually hold its weight from the very top third or bottom third of their body. They hang off of a branch like this, and then they have a special heat pit in their lips. That heat pit allows them to actually see the heat of warm-blooded animals as they go by. They will eat lots of rodents, but the most important thing they need that heat for is to be able to see their favorite food, bats. This snake can actually catch a flying fox as it goes through the trees. A flying fox is the largest species of bat in the world with a 6-foot wingspan. So they sense the bat, they shoot out with their body, grab it, pull it in, and the second use for that constriction is to squeeze the life right out of it. Now that is not the tricky part, catching the flying fox. The tricky part is what do you do with a 6-foot wingspan? Oh, look at her face. It's not very large. So she has to grab the bat just right after she's killed it and go head first, folding in the wings so that they can get such a large animal down their body. We would like to thank Woods Pest Control for their continued support and sponsoring of our creepy crawlies inside our mill building here at Turtle Bay Exploration Park.
Well, after the snake video, you knew this was going to happen, right? We love our snakes and reptiles at Turtle Bay, and we love educating the public about them. So, in the flesh, I would like to introduce you to Daintree, Turtle Bay's jungle carpet python. And true to form, I feel like she's been sort of trying to squeeze me out of the camera shot the whole time. So before she succeeds, let's announce the 5th winner of our registration contest. And she's already picked the winner. Here it is. So Daintree's pick for the winner of an incredible basket chock full of things from the Turtle Bay Museum store is Linda Heydrich. Congratulations, Linda. We will be in touch on how to get you your awesome basket. So you all just learned more about the Teen Volunteer Program, and we'd love your help to support our efforts. As you know, a donation of any size tonight will be matched, so please give us what you can and help us earn the full $12,000 in matching funds. Betty Fitzpatrick, thank you. Your $1,000 donation is becoming $2,000 to help benefit the gardens at Turtle Bay. Rick Barnett, your $1,000 for the butterflies is turning into $2,000. Thank you so much. Also, thanks to so many, I can't list every single amount, but Julie Gussenhoven, Megan Kahn and Josh Stout, thank you. Rhonda Yeagle, Rick and Pamela Hill, Ross Domke, Judy Salter, Dan and Barbara Gidnelli, and Ron and Sherry Damad. I hope I got that right. Thank you all so much. We're so grateful for all of this giving. We are sort of starting to end near the end of our broadcast, so get your auction bids in and support the park. I've already been outbid on pretty much everything I wanted, yeah. But if it's not too rich for your blood, there still are a few things out there that are within striking distance, so Python joke. Okay, golfing around the North State, item number 1004. The Gourmet Persian Dinner hosted by Dr. Parvin Carter, that is a special one, number 1007. The Fishing Getaway for 4 at Sugar Creek Ranch, and that also includes dinner for 4 at the Denny Bar Company in Etna. So if you haven't been there yet, that's a pro tip. You gotta go check that out. It's a great place. That's item number 1014. The Multifamily Cabin Retreat in Mineral, 1019. And stargazing at the Salters with Irene and Jason Salter at their home in Palisadro. That is really fun. 1016 is that item number. Now, I'm sure that many of you experienced the wonder and joy that came from the Reading Garden of Lights this past December. That incredible show would not have happened if it wouldn't have been possible without the majesty and creativity that is the McConnell Arboretum and Gardens at Turtle Bay. The gardens are open year-round, and they require year-round maintenance. We have a team of people who just work. They finish and they start again to keep the gardens so beautiful, so that all of us who use them can have the experiences that we have out there. I mean, there are water features, a children's play area, public art, pathways, secret pathways, places to run, places to rest, places to just relax and enjoy the beauty all around us. So I hope you enjoy. The next Fun to Need is all about our wonderful gardens at Turtle Bay.
Hi, my name is Lisa Endicott. I'm the horticulture manager here at Turtle Bay. The gardens here at Turtle Bay are comprised of 5 Mediterranean climate zone gardens, and the reason we have those is because we are in the Mediterranean climate zone. And we have a celebration garden, we have a butterfly garden, we have a children's garden, and we have a Pacific Rim garden. The gardens are like anyone else's gardens times 20 acres. So that is a huge difference between, a trip to Home Depot and a trip to Home Depot for the botanical gardens, and as far as materials and supplies, as far as water goes, as far as staffing goes.
You can't do this without money. I don't understand how people think it can just happen. It doesn't just happen. People have to want it to happen and give so it can happen. There.
I think we've all seen the really unfortunate landscapes that have been neglected for a year or so as business moves out, and what happens to just those little areas. I don't even want to imagine the gardens without staff and people to take care of them and people who love them.
Because it is an oasis. in the middle of the city that I'm hoping never goes away. And that's why we thought we should save the Arboretum so nobody could develop there. There's so much here. There's something for everybody, every age. My grandchildren grew up here. They wanted their dad to come work here because it was such a nice place for kids.
When I was younger, I really liked the children's gardens. We would come here a lot and just run around and play hide and seek and tag and just have a good time. And I still think that that's my favorite part because it's a nice place to just walk around and be with the plants and nature.
Well, the community uses this space in so many different ways. We have so many different classes that come here on field trips. We have young parents that bring their kids. Generations of kids have grown up here. In fact, are bringing their own kids here. And people call us and ask questions, and we're here as a resource. And we're really proud of that. Hi there, my name is Lisa Endicott. I'm the horticulture manager here at Turtle Bay. We're in the Botanical Gardens, and surrounding the meadow we have Eastern Redbud. Eastern Redbud is Cercis canadensis, and it grows all over the eastern coast, and it also does well here, oddly enough. Even though we don't have rainy summers, it does really well here and is fairly drought tolerant. So it can grow in gardens that get water during the summer, or it can actually survive no water, although it's not quite as happy as this tree here. So once a week would be perfect for this tree, perfect watering. And as you can see, they're gorgeous in the early spring. This is mid-March, so really beautiful little tree. Hi, I'm Lisa Endicott. I'm the horticulture manager here at Turtle Bay, and today we're talking about water and specifically about saving water in your garden. If you look around this section of our nursery, this section is all drought-tolerant plants, plants that thrive with very low water. I am standing in front of Centaurea gymnocarpa, which is also called velvet Centaurea. And this creature can get to be 12 foot wide with only being watered twice a summer. We have plants here in the nursery from the Mediterranean basin, from California natives, from South Africa, from Australia, and these plants grow in a similar climate. They have beautiful blooms, beautiful texture too. What we want to do in our gardens as much as possible with all plants is mimic their natural habitat. I think it's really time that we start changing our landscapes, and a good way to do that is with hydrozones. All of the plants in one area have the same water needs. So you can start in one part of your garden and start changing out to drought-tolerant plants, and all of those plants are either, you're out there with the hose every once in a while, or you've got one irrigation valve. When you go to water, if you're hand watering, I'm not just hand watering for a few seconds to each plant. I actually count to 30. So you want to get the water down to the roots of the plant. The water just barely penetrates the surface. It evaporates very quickly. Hose and sprinkler in an hour will use 1,020 gallons of water. And if you do that just 3 times a week, that's over 12,000 gallons of water, because you're watering a lot of bare ground, a lot of weeds. If you want to do a drip line, I would go with this subsurface drip line. So there's no evaporation that happens. And this works very well throughout the summer. We do have a couple of lawn spots, they're pretty small. This is underneath the lawn, and the lawns are nice and green and beautiful. Really save a lot of water with these. So when you plant drought-tolerant plants, you are saving yourself a lot of maintenance, a lot of money on your water bill, and you're planting plants that are happy in our climate.
Tonight, I hope we have succeeded in helping you to feel what a special place Turtle Bay is and how much it belongs to our community. It also needs our community's support to grow and thrive. If you haven't given already, I hope that you will consider a gift to support one of the Fund to Need programs, whether you choose the Butterfly House, the Wash to Shore exhibition, the Turtle Bay Discovery Camps, the Teen Volunteer Program at Turtle Bay, or the Turtle Bay Gardens, all donations help the park to thrive, and we're so grateful for whatever you can do. It's nearing 9 o'clock. I can't believe this program has flown by. So you might have a few final minutes to try to outbid your online rival for the item that you want. All bidding and donations close at 9 o'clock, and we certainly don't want to miss yours if you want to give it, so right now would be the time to do that. For auction items, if you're a winning bidder, the auction website has instructions for what you do to pick up your items starting on Monday, so you can check that out. It's pretty easy to find and follow. And so much appreciation for all these Fund a Need donations and the incredibly generous bids for all these items. I'm looking at the monitor and I just thank you so much. The Fund a Need donations have they're just rolling in. Pam Akuta, $1,000. Thank you so much. That's going to be doubled to $2,000. Mark and Carrie and Foster, Kathy Irvin, Jennifer Finnegan, thank you. Katie Weber, Tita Hoff, they both work at Turtle Bay. Bruce and Michelle Lutz, your $1,000 will be matched. And incredibly, we have just received a Fund a Need donation from the McConnell Foundation for $10,000. I think we've already exceeded our match limit, so I don't think we're going to be able to have that McConnell Foundation matched, but who cares? It's already $10,000. Thank you so much, McConnell Foundation. That we have people jumping around in the background here. Thank you so much. So this Turtle Bay live auction event was created and produced by the incredible staff at Turtle Bay and our incredible volunteers. I just want to take a minute to acknowledge some of those folks. It was certainly a strange year, and we definitely had to grow some brain cells to figure out how we were going to do this, and we had a lot of fun doing it. So special thanks to Dave Mong. He is our marketing director here at Turtle Bay and our incredible video creator, and we couldn't have done this without him. Emily Bogner, she's our development specialist and our auction website whisperer. She put together a beautiful auction website that was so easy to use, and we're so grateful for that. Mickey Alla Califano, she is our creative services officer and our graphic design guru. So she makes Turtle Bay just look perfect. Our development staff, Elizabeth Feather and Alexa Zaharis, thank you so much. They just worked their butts off. Can I say that? Lorinda Willard, our chief operating officer here, and all the rest of the Turtle Bay staff who work day and night to make sure that Turtle Bay is awesome. Also, thank you to all of our Turtle Bay volunteers. We had to orchestrate the delivery of all of our mosaic meals to all of our patron tables tonight, and there is no way that we could have done that without the volunteers. So thank you all for all your help tonight. So there's just a few minutes left, and I think our staff and our volunteers live in the museum here are gathering to celebrate the culmination of a great night and for all of your generosity. So I want to thank you so much. Did we not get that?